Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we have OP carries in tier 9, so tier 9 carries, and we have two battles for you today. First up, we have the waffle, which is beginning to be one of my favorite tanks in the game. It's just an amazing tank. It's not my actual favorite. It's probably up there, maybe the third, or maybe even the second. Nothing's going to beat the Leopard 1. The Leopard 1 for me is my all-time favourite, and it will always be my all-time favourite. After the Leopard 1, I do love the FE4202. Because I know how to use the Hesh. If you know how to use the Hesh, it becomes a fantastic tank. And then this is probably up there with probably my favourite TD, along with the E3, because the E3 is just absolutely fantastic. So this is better than the grill, which is in tier 10. It has the good gun elevation. If you go up reverse, you have good gun depression. So sort of when you go up a hill like this, if you turn around and go up sort of reverse and up, you can get that gun down. Or of course, if you come up at an angle like that, it does have the gun depression, the grill, that the grill doesn't have. So it also has the armor. It has no armor, but it has enough armor to withdraw some, withhold some HE shells, except your turret. That's really, really weak, but your hull is actually quite strong, strong enough to not be HE'd against most tanks, at least. So Rockfield here, our guy, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. He's actually doing really, really well, and he is in a platoon with another waffle, and they are top tier. And this is what I'm on about, reversing up a hill, you can really get that gun down, and then when you get out of the way, you just go forward, and you're actually going quicker, just like here. So it's a great tactic to have, it's a great tactic to use, and just to get away from them guns, because you don't want to be shot. You're not going to bounce anything. You do have the spool liner, which you should be using. Is going to get look at that HE, absolutely brutal HE into the rear of that T95, almost 1200 or so damage. Crazy. Is he going to be able to take him out before this IS5? Of course he is, and that brings his damage to 2.8k. Now I do have to apologize if I do sound a little bit different. Literally, I woke up this morning and I feel like death. Literally, it's not the coronavirus. I think Kieran, I caught a cold off Kieran, and it's literally, well, saying that, it's not a cold, it's man flu. Man flu is like 10 times worse than a cold, and we just want to feel sorry for ourselves, us men. We just want to curl up and everyone to take pity on us. Really, that's what it is. So yeah, I don't feel too great this today. So 4k damage at the minute, but it is now a 4 versus 5. He does get a nice shot into the middle. He does take a shot, but there goes the ISU 152 to bring it now down to a 3 versus 5. But there are a couple of tanks on low hit points, but his two teammates are also on a 1 shot, so he does have to be very careful and try to save his HP. Now that was a nice shot there, 700 roll, a great roll there, and that brings his damage to 5.5k damage. He's on 1 kill, his teammate is on 1 kill, and it's just them two left against 3 tanks. Now I would be screaming at my teammate. There's nothing his teammate does wrong, don't get me wrong, they have a fantastic carry between them. But going on to the end of the game, he's on 6.1k now. I would not be asking for any damage at this point of the game, because anything can change. You're in 2 waffles, anything can change. Your hit points can just disappear just like that. So at this point in the game, I wouldn't ask for any damage from my teammate. I'll be like, right, Gummit, we can win this. If we work together, we can definitely win this. And if they can double tap this Emil, which he's actually going to bring the Emil round, and then his platoon mate there is actually going to have a shot, and then he's going to poke up as soon as the Emil turns. He's going to poke up and then take the kill. So that was great play there. 6.7k damage. It's probably around this time I'll be saying, look, dude, I'm on 6.7k damage. Just let me get the first shot. If I miss, maybe you can get the shot. We have to win this, but I am on a crazy amount of damage, and I have the opportunity to end on 8,000 damage. If you just let me just sit behind, maybe take the attention of the E75. But at the minute, that's what I thought the teammate was doing. I thought he was just sitting up there and letting him get the damage, but it actually doesn't turn out that way. There is now one heavy left, 7.2k damage, two kills for his teammate, and then 3 kills for him. And this is where I'll be saying, right, okay, 1,100 hit points, dude, I can end with 8.6k damage if you just let me get the damage, like, please. And then as soon as I see that, I thought, no, what is his teammate doing? Like, this is going to be a win, like, regardless. If they have both quick tanks, if his teammate was just to take the attention of him, that would be an easy win. But his teammate took all the damage. I mean, at least he played it properly. But in that situation, I would have left the damage for my my teammate. But still, 7.5k damage. His teammate did 3.7k damage. So 11k between them. Absolutely fantastic in Tier 9. Next up, we have Chicken Kiev. What a name. I mean, this guy must absolutely love Chicken Kievs. If he's going to name his game name, his in-game name, after a Chicken Kiev, he must absolutely love them. I mean, you wouldn't name yourself Chicken Kiev if you don't like Chicken Kiev. Just same as me. Like, I wouldn't name myself meadsyreplays if I don't like 69s. Like, I love 69s that much. It's like my favourite position. That's why it's in my name. So he loves Chicken Kievs equally as much as I love 69s. He is driving the Cent 701. And as I said at the beginning, I love the FV4202. Now, a lot of people prefer the Cent 701 over the FV4202. Pretty much the same gun. But what this tank has over the FV is the turret. It has a strong turret. Not so strong hull, whereas the FV4202 has a strong upper plate, but it has quite a weak turret. So it's pretty much the opposite. And I think this tank's a bit slower. But I think the reason people love the Cent a lot more than the FV, because you actually see Tier 8. So you can hesh a lot more people than you can in the FV4202. There is loads of heavies in tier 8 that you can hesh. And I already know when someone is a good player just by their loadout. I mean, he's got 30 odd APCR, and then when I looked at this, I thought 12 HE. This guy must have got lucky. This guy must not be that good of a player. But then I quickly realised that that's actually the cheap hesh. So I know when someone knows how to play an FV or a Cent just by how many HEs they carry. And you can see that is the cheap hesh, and he's actually going to switch to the better hesh, which he's carrying sort of 24 shells. So he's carrying a lot of hesh, which already makes me look thinking, okay, at least he should know how to use the hesh. This is a brilliant game, by the way. This is an absolute blinder of a game. Now, it's already 2 minutes gone, and it's a 4 versus 4. He's only on 1.7k damage at the moment. He's not done nothing too bad, but nothing really that exciting as happened as of yet. So he's just going to wait with his team here. The Object 704 is a one-shot. He's going to see if he can spot anything by the B. Now, you always want to have a ridge line next to you with this tank. If you can get a ridge line next to you, then you will bounce some shots. And now the AMX 5120 is spotted, so he's just going to rush over here as fast as he can to protect his team. Now, stupidly, I don't know what this AMX was doing. I thought he was actually going to shoot the Cent over the Object 704, who was a one-shot. Yeah, but that didn't happen. I think he was on a reload. He tried running away, and it just didn't happen. And now he has the IS-4 next to him. The Object 704 somehow is at the moment still alive. Not for much longer. There he goes. So he's now going to stick and help his T95. Now, that was a big chunk of damage from that T95, from the E4. So I love that he's not getting close. He's sort of he's far enough away to get the damage, but obviously once the T95 is dead, he will be able to get the hell out of there. And there he goes, and now he has to run. There's a missed shot there. He's now going to go for the Object 704, who is taking out the M103. He's now a one-shot, so he's going to switch to the APCR, and he's going to clear him nice and easy, and then he's going to carry on moving. Doesn't want to get in the way of these tanks. Doesn't want to get he doesn't want to cross and then take some damage while he crosses. So he's now going to use the Object 704 as protection. Obviously, as I said, it has got a nice turret, so you can bounce some. And God knows what this IS-4 is doing. This IS-4 is not the greatest of players, but he's going to utilise that, and he's actually going to do quite a bit of damage. So far, I mean, 2 against 2, he's only done 3.8k damage. Nothing that special. He's saved his hit points at least, and now he is alone against these 2 tanks. He has to run away. And I love the fact that he is running away, but he's not going to run away like just to go across the whole map. He's not going to run away the whole map. He's going to get into a position where he can actually hold both of these tanks at the same time. So he's going to get into this ridge. He can see that the E4 is down there. He knows if he crosses, he's going to take a nasty hit from that E4. So he's just going to use this ridge line. He's going to get some bounces from the IS-4, and then he's just going to wait to see where the E4 is. And now he can go even far forward, and he's going to go back to the other side across this ridge. So the E4 won't have any shots on him, and he can still take out this IS-4 nice and easy. So he's done that. I just think that tactic, like that play, was absolutely fantastic. He's always looking at using these ridge lines. The IS-4 is now poking up. He is actually a one-shot, and all of a sudden he's got himself a 3 kills and 5.6k damage, and it's now just him alive against this E4. Now if he can track the E4 here, and the E4 misses or bounces as he does, he can now just use the mobility of the tank. It's not that quick, this tank. It's a bit slow, I think, for a medium tank, but it's quick enough to just get behind this this E4, and now the E4 is screwed. There is nothing he can do. He's just going to receive some nasty Hess shots. I just thought this game was absolutely brilliant. The way he played it, the positioning he was getting into, definitely won this game. Absolutely amazing game there, Chicken Kiev, and he's just about to take him out for his 4th kill, and he ends up on 7,000 damage. Well played, guys. Thank you guys for sending me those replays in. I enjoyed watching both of them. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button. I've just passed the 56,000 mark, so we are now closer to 60k than we are 50k, so hit that sub button. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.